Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool. Well, I guess we're going to go into round 3 here. So I have my Icon mat. And what I'm going to do is first show you a couple of things. This was the test. Some people said this didn't count because why would you want to lift up the mat with a wrench? Well, this is just a simple test for magnetic strength, and I'm getting almost nothing. I get one here. So there is, look at that, right there, there's a bit. Oh, there's another one. So I think I got a bum mat. So what I did is I went and I got another one. And so here we go. Slide this one over. Drop this one down. Check it out. Is it better? Yeah, look at that. And this is basically the test and the size wrench, I think, that are close, that Dena Tools used to show that he actually could lift his mat. But the reason I was pretty confident there was a problem with this mat, or at least I had low, it wasn't functioning and I wasn't doing anything wrong, is because you see these two mats? Well, this is an Olsa Tools mat. I think it's the same OEM. It's almost identical. I did a video about this one quite a while ago. So I already knew that it should perform at least this way. But let's go ahead and here's my new Icon mat. That's the brand new one. Old, new. So here we go. Look at that. That is the strength everybody else on the internet is getting, but not me. And if you don't believe me, I'll go ahead and switch them. This one even feels stiffer than this. I don't know what's going on. Nothing. But let's go ahead and try another test because people were thinking it wasn't full magnetic strength because I didn't have it on something metal. So I've cleared off a space here. So I'll throw that there. Crank the camera up so you can see it. A little higher there. Throw this guy on. There we go. All right, so I can get something to stick, but it's barely on there. Whoops. That one's not too bad, so it is, they're correct. It is holding a little bit better. I can get that. Look at that. What about this one? I can throw this on there and it stays. Not on this guy. Just touch it and it falls. What about a socket? That stays that way. Not even close. What about this one? Look at that. Try it again. Whoops, it went that way. That one stayed now. Doesn't stay down there. Doesn't stay there. Look at that. That's the new mat. So obviously I had an issue, but I knew something was up because this I think is the OEM as well of the Olsa, and there's no way. I just was not getting the magnetics that I should. Don't know what's up. So did I ruin it by putting the snap-on mat on it? I don't think so. I don't think that's how the magnets work. At least these magnets, if you heat them or shock them, hit them with a hammer, drop it really hard. The neodymiums you might be able to really mess up, but you shouldn't be able to mess up something just by touching them together unless you're using, a demagnetizer of some sort. And these are so strong, that's what I'm talking about. And to be able to lift it, that, I should expect that. Oh, I guess you can't see that. When we lift it up here, it's got stuff stuck underneath that's making it weigh even more. So I put my wrench on and lift it up. Yes, I can turn it a little bit, but eventually I will drop it, unlike the snap-on, but that's the bare minimum here, is being able to lift it. That to me is a test. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, what you think. Am I way off still? I've tried it all kinds of different ways. This is a bum mat. Lots of people were saying absolutely something's wrong. Yeah, there is something wrong because I'm getting nothing. You know, one corner, there's a strong, well, wherever it went, there it is. There's a strong magnet. Totally different. I'm just putting a little of the wrench on. Can't even barely move this thing. Am I doing something else wrong? I think I got a bum mat. That happens. I go through a lot more tool product, testing than most people. So my chances of picking up the bum one, which there will be bum ones, is going to be higher probably than average. Anyway, but I did know that something was up with that because of the Olsa one. Anyway, let me know your thoughts as usual. And if I'm doing something wrong, of course, tell me that too. And with that, Doc out.